right, it is unboxing time, and today we will be unboxing the best ever, perhaps the greatest ever up to this point in time, 2024, Optimus Prime figure that Hasbro and Takara Tomy have ever produced. And I say this as a blanket statement, even compared to masterpiece figures, mainline figures, younger audience figures, this has got to be the best Optimus Prime they've ever come up with. And we're talking about the Transformers Generations Studio Series 86 figure number 31 from the movie, the 1986 movie Transformers the movie. We have Commander Class Optimus Prime. Now, I have two of them here and I'll explain shortly. Actually, I had three. The first one I reviewed, I picked that one up from Robo, but I had passed it off to a buddy because I had a pre-order from Amazon coming in. So I didn't cancel the pre-order and I said, okay, I passed it off to a buddy and I was quite anxious to get this. I was worried it was gonna get canceled by Amazon or anything, but it did come in. However, it looks maybe deceiving because it looks fine. Look at the packaging. I was shocked. It kind of made it in one piece, given that it is purchased from Amazon. But when I started looking at it, you can see right here, there's a bit of a stain. I thought for a while it was a water stain, so I tried to rub it off. Then it started, the colors started peeling, and I realized it's not a water stain, it's an oil stain. And I turned the packaging around, and look at that. See anything funny about that? It's like he's been attacked by the Fire Nation. Sorry, I just finished watching Avatar, the last Airbender Avatar on Netflix. But you can see right here, this one's a clean box, and look at this. It's that same oil stain that's damaged the box, and I tried to use, I don't know, I tried to wipe it off with the wet wipes and something, but it just made things worse. The oil had smudged the paint on the box, and it is a shame. I don't know what's happened there. When I tried to rub it, the oil was sort of like pinkish, sort of light red color. Was it from, I don't know, somebody had eaten some noodles or whatever in the factory, where they're packing this in the factory and had spilled this food. And just my luck, I had to get the one where they spilled some oil. The odor it doesn't smell like anything. It's very neutral, so I have no idea what it is, but there was no way to get rid of it. And you know, the best ever Optimus Prime, I could not have one that had a defective box. I haven't opened it up. We'll do that later. So what I did was I went ahead to the Transformers 40th anniversary celebration at the Toy Kingdom Mall of Asia this week, and I picked up another one for about the same price. This is about $90 on Amazon. This one translates to about $89.90 or $89.95, so about $90 the same. So I figured, yeah, why not? And I found one that had a box in pristine condition, and I'm so glad I had it. So we're gonna open both of these just to check what's inside, obviously. Even if I've already reviewed this figure, we're gonna check it out. This one, I'm hoping, I got another buddy who's really interested in getting one. He doesn't really care much about the box. So I told him, I want to check it out. I want to unbox it on YouTube. And if the contents are not damaged by that oil spill or oil stain, then I'd offer this one to him. But let me just first congratulate the team that really organized that 40th anniversary event at Toy Kingdom Mall of Asia. And it was such a well-organized event. I'd like to just give a big shout out to three of the people who were responsible for organizing that event, making it very successful. I want a big shout out to Jem, to Jessa, and of course to Ms. Jennifer. And they really did a wonderful job in that event. Made all the new product available to all the collectors, at least the ones who made it to the event. And it was so organized. It was really a fun week, and I actually found myself going there almost every single day. The event went for about 7 days. I think I went like 5 out of the 7 days. It was just really nice seeing a lot of collectors, you know, seeing just Transformers, being just grateful to have these things. And it was such a wonderful time to be a Transformers collector. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead and unbox these things. Okay, let's begin with the Amazon oil-stained Optimus Prime. And as you can see, the tape is still intact. I am just praying that the contents are fine, and hope the toy gods would smile on me today, and we'll see. Okay. All right. Okay, are we doing this properly? All right. I can still feel it, the residue on it. I don't know what it is. Has this ever happened to any of you guys from Amazon? Okay, I don't think the oil stain made it through the internal packaging. Let me check the external insert. Okay, so if it did, it would have seeped through, and the warranty sheet should have absorbed it. So it doesn't seem like it seeped through anything. As you can see right there, the box is clean. The inside of the box is clean. So I guess it's safe to assume that this thing is in good condition. So, oh yeah, here we go. See the weapons right there, roller, drone. We got everything, the trailer, blaster, and even the figure. Figure has amazing paint apps. It doesn't seem to be missing any parts as far as I can tell. It looks fantastic. Okay, one down, one to go. All right, now this one. Toy gods, you gotta smile on me. 2 for 2, all right? So let's open it up. No stains on this one, thank goodness. All right, and here we go. Okay, let's see the insert. Okay, insert seems to be fine, and yep, it's fine. And then finally, everything in this. Okay, there we go. Blaster, roller, you got the drone, you got the baggie, blast effects, you got a trailer, and you got Optimus Prime. Even the way their hips are positioned is identical. Oh my goodness. Question is probably on your mind right now, having these two figures out of packaging. Are the heel spurs properly assembled? Okay. What we want to see is not the striped, molded, horizontal lines underneath. We want to see something, the square ones. So let's begin with the oil-stained figure from Amazon, and it's misassembled. I can already see it. Yep, these striated, these vertical. Wait, let me see. Let me show you. These vertical lines, they should be on the underside, and yep, I think this is part of that batch that's misassembled. It's okay. Like I said in my review, it doesn't really bother me as much. I hope my buddy doesn't bother my buddy as much. So you see these horizontal stripes right there, those molded in stripes. You should not see them. How about this one? Here we go, and yep, same assembly. It's still this thing, and I don't know. I don't really care. Would have been cool though if one of them was properly assembled. Then, yeah, because there were rumors that some people actually got them properly assembled. So that's all right. So we will be checking this one out and see if I got lucky and this one transforms properly. So great product. I think I got lucky with these two, despite the misassembled heels. I'm pretty happy. I'm just pretty happy. No paint issues, no missing pieces, no stain inside the product. Just terrific products from Hasbro and Takara Tomy. And here is the Studio Series Optimus Prime out of the box. Now this is the one I picked up at Toy Kingdom. Well, the one I got from Amazon, that's gonna go off to a buddy. I told him all about the condition of the box. He's totally fine with it, so all well and good. Now the figure still looks great, absolutely gorgeous. Just as how I first reviewed it, I still feel the same about it. Looking absolutely terrific. Now let's get down to business with the main figure. He does come with a ton of accessories. If you want to see all of that, it's in my first video. But my main purpose for getting another one was really, well, I wanted to see if the assembly of the heels were an isolated case, but apparently it's not. As I've mentioned earlier in the video, both the figures that I picked up, the second and the third one I picked up, both have the same type of assembly for the heel spurs, and I don't really mind that. What was really of utmost concern for me was the transformation sequence for the head sculpt, and unfortunately it still has the same issues as the first one I reviewed, the one I got from Robo. Now if I can just, okay. The issue I was referring to is really the transformation sequence of this whole neck panel. And the big thing about it is it just doesn't want to complete the transformation right here. There's just, the clearance is just, I don't know, several microns off. And what I did was I did apply some WD-40 on it. I used a cotton swab and I just wiped and dabbed over it. I didn't spray on it. And then this piece right here, as you can see, does have a little bit of rough edges there. And that's because I used a regular nail file and I just filed it a little bit, but like a fraction of a millimeter. I just sanded it. I used this file because I didn't want to ruin the plastic too much. I didn't want it to have like jagged edges or what. So I did file it. And after that, after a few drops of WD-40, this thing with great difficulty will transform. So yeah, unfortunately the issue, that same issue is still there. And it kind of sucks. So like, short of thinking that the first one I reviewed wasn't completely a factory defect. But do let me know in the comment section if you have that same issue with that neck piece and the assembly of the heel spurs. As far as the joints, they seem to be okay. They're very similar to the figure I reviewed, so there's not much to comment on it. They're pretty tight. Most of the joints, some of the joints have a little looseness to them, but not super loose. There's no quality issue, I believe, on this figure in terms of the joints, the mold. And like I said, probably the only thing is really the heels and the transformation for that neck joint. Horns to his toes, the figure still stands at about 19.5 centimeters tall, or about 7 5/8 inches tall. Let's do some comparisons. Here he is with a couple of Studio Series figures from the Bayverse, Optimus Prime, Voyager class, Optimus Prime, and from the Nightverse, Voyager class, Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime. Both of them are KOs, obviously, but just to see how he stacks up with your regular Voyager class Studio Series Optimus Prime figures, here they are. And here he is with the first edition Transformers Prime Voyager class Optimus Prime, as well as the Rise of the Beast Leader class Studio Series Optimus Prime by MHZ Toys. This is the MH01 third-party Optimus Prime. From the Transformers animated show way back in 2008, I believe, here we have the original Voyager class Transformers animated Optimus Prime. It is weird to see both these two figures almost the same height. He is just 2 millimeters taller with his horns over this guy's horns, and they practically feel like they're in the same scale. And here is the Legacy United Animated Universe Voyager class Optimus Prime. And here he is with fellow Commander class Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus, and the scale, I believe, is perfect. Some people can argue and say that Ultra Magnus is way too big, but I love the scale on both these figures. And quite possibly the most important comparison of them all, here we have the G1 Optimus Prime, the original figure, but this is not the vintage version. This is actually the more modern G1 Optimus Prime. This is the Missing Link Convoy, or Optimus Prime by Takara Tomy. It's the exact same G1 Optimus Prime figure, but with bells and with all the bells and whistles, with better articulation, better parts, everything. But that's how a G1 Optimus Prime stacks up to this new G1 inspired Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And of course, the greatest of all Optimus Prime figures, we have the Legacy United G1 Universe Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. The myth, the legend that is the Deluxe Class G1 Universe Optimus Prime. So let's get this guy out of the way. If you have to spend on an Optimus Prime figure or a couple of Optimus Prime figures this year for 2024, I highly recommend you spend money, put your funds on these two figures. These two are perhaps the best Optimus Prime figures we have right now. A vintage looking one, taking inspiration from the old 1984 figure, as well as the more modern G1 inspired cartoon accurate from the 1986 movie Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Alright, since we've already done transformation from robot mode to truck mode, I figured in this video we'll do the reverse. We'll do truck mode and into robot mode. But before we do that, let's do some comparisons first. So in the first video that I did for this figure, I did not include a comparison with the Ultra Magnus Alt Mode. So if you're curious, here it is now. Unfortunately, he cannot fit inside the trailer. I am shocked that he is a little bit off scale. He is, I don't know, 2 ratios bigger in scale than this guy. So that is weird though. I really thought they would be in near perfect scale with each other, because in robot mode they're in good scale, but apparently in truck mode they are not. And here he is with the animated Optimus Prime figures, both Voyager class figures, and he's a Commander class. He's 2 levels higher in price point or scale point, but they're almost roughly the same scale. He could pass as a really large Voyager class figure in alt mode. And finally, here he is with the other 2 G1 Optimus Prime figures. We've got the Missing Link and the Legacy United Optimus Prime, all in their cab semi truck mode. This is the first time I have all 2024 Optimus Prime figures in one place. They pretty much look almost the same design, with this one being more cartoon accurate, more solid. This one, the classic look, and this one just trash. Now, enough bashing this figure. So transformation, I'd forgotten how difficult the transformation was for this figure. Okay, let's fold the wheels, the rear wheels back, and then these panels right here. Somebody told me so that they don't scrape the wheel, you just go ahead and rotate, but then it's gonna scrape this piece right here. So my gripe, my minor nitpick on the clearance for this panel still holds. So yeah, I guess you could turn it slightly as you're going down, but then it would scratch a little bit the thigh. That's all right. Okay, go ahead and detach these panels from the elbows. Okay, fold them down. I'm gonna go ahead and fold up feet, or the heel spurs. Fold these pieces inward, and then these panels, they're gonna come off and fold and cover the shins. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and there you have the leg assembled. And it's kind of a Gerwalk alt mode. Okay, all right. And then fold these up. You gotta make sure those tabs are unpegged from these underneath the wheels. Just make sure so you don't break that. Okay, and then you want to go ahead and unfold these pieces down. You want to detach this front part right here, so it's loose like that. Fold this up. Go ahead and detach the arms. Go ahead and swing them out this way, just so they're out of the way. Okay, go ahead and rotate this way, reverse, rotate this way, and reverse. Leave it at that. Okay, and then these panels right here, you want to swing them out, and then these panels right here, you fold them out. So you fold this one down, And then this one is already in the proper direction. Same, should be facing the same as the toe. So you just need to swing this midsection around. So as you're swinging it, this thing is going to follow. So you're going to have to find a way to not make him do that. So go ahead and fold this thing. Okay, just, yeah. Okay. Fold that down so that he doesn't follow. And this is his robot abs section. So there you go. And then this one's gonna stay at the back. Okay, and then the crotch piece, you're gonna tab it back. And you're almost done. Okay, what you want to do is here, the flap of doom. Oh, very hard. A little bit disappointed that even with my treatment of WD-40, it's still hard AF. Okay, it's tight AF. Okay, and then go ahead and fold these panels down. Just make sure everything's lined up and squared, and you're good to go. Okay, fold those panels. And then these, the backpack, a little bit tricky. Gotta fold, do a lot of finagling here and there. Fold that back up, fold these pieces, fold these pieces up like that. And fold, and then you're gonna fold, just line this up, and then tab that backpack onto the back of the neck. Okay, there we go. And then this rear end piece, fold it back like that. And finally the arms, they're gonna flip out. Fold out, out. Okay, line up everything. Here's the matrix cavity. You want to see, and there you go. There is Optimus Prime back in his robot mode with the matrix. Okay, I didn't make the sound. Okay, there we go, that's better. So it's a little bit difficult the first time you do it. It's going to be very tight. Everything's going to be tight the first time you do it, but once you get the hang of it, you do it a couple times, it's going to be easier. It's a lot more free flowing, and yeah, it's a difficult transformation, but it's not annoying. I think it's still enjoyable. It's borderline masterpiece and mainline, somewhere in between. Not as annoying as a masterpiece's transformation, not too overly simplistic as some of the mainline transformations. And so some final thoughts on this Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. It is still a glorious figure. And like I said earlier in the video, if you got to pick up an Optimus Prime figure for this year, it's got to be this one, as well as that missing link Optimus Prime. These two are just amazing figures, and this one in particular, man, it is borderline masterpiece quality. I am just so happy. It's just a shame that most of the three of the figures, or 2 out of the 3 figures I've gotten of this Optimus Prime, has that same problem with the flap of doom, as well as the misassembled heels, which doesn't really bug me as much as that flap of doom. But nevertheless, it is still an amazing figure, and I still stand by my rating. I think I gave this one an 11 out of 10, my legendary rating. It is absolutely amazing. Just one of the better, if not one of the best Optimus Prime figures that Hasbro and Takara Tomy has ever released. I'm gonna say it now, this is the last great G1 Optimus Prime from Hasbro and Takara Tomy. Well, at least until they re-release this figure with better colors, better accessories, and all of that. But let me know what you guys think. Have you gotten your copy of this Optimus Prime figure? Let me know in the comments, and as always, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.